It's 6:45 and time for News to Go. We have a look at today's top news stories, your traffic and your weather, all before you head out the door.
We begin with breaking news this morning from Washington, D.C. After 43 days, the federal government is back open today.
As after the House passed a stopgap funding bill last night, which the president signed shortly after.
The reopening is having real-world impacts on Americans. More services are becoming available again with the return of furloughed federal employees. They're set to get back pay, and some experts predict an economic rebound.
For people who get health care through their state's open marketplace, the rejoining could mean their health insurance costs will more than double. It doesn't guarantee an extension of expiring subsidies.
Democrats vow to keep fighting to lower health costs, but the House Speaker says he wants reforms first.
It's unclear when flight schedules will return to normal, but SNAP benefits should be available again soon.
Well, now to Lawrence County, where an investigation is underway after a person was found dead inside their car. The coroner says the discovery was made outside an automotive supplier in Fountain Inn along International Boulevard. So far, no other details have been released.
In Greenville County, a man will spend decades behind bars in connection with a murder case. The 13th Circuit Solicitor's Office says Aaron Harper was convicted of murder of Elijah McDuffie. Prosecutors say back in September of 2021, Harper entered a lounge on Halton Road and shot McDuffie 5 times. He was sentenced to 43 years behind bars.
Staying in Greenville County, a former probate court employee is facing charges after SLED investigators say he stole public money. Investigators charged 26-year-old Tyler Partington with breach of trust and embezzlement of public funds. Warrants released by SLED say between July 2023 and this March, he was accused of stealing public funds entrusted to him. SLED says the case will be prosecuted by the 13th Circuit Solicitor's Office.
8 new measles cases have been confirmed in South Carolina since Friday, which brings the total number of cases related to the upstate outbreak to 43. Statewide case numbers at 46. State health leaders also gave an update on quarantine numbers in an update yesterday. Health leaders continue to urge the public to get the measles vaccine, and today the mobile health unit will be at Lyman First Baptist Church from noon until 4 p.m. Bradford?
Aaron, the time now is 6:48, and it is a quiet start out there this morning. Satellite radar picture all quiet across the southeast as high pressure is well in control. Mixed bag of temperatures this morning stepping out the door. It's 36 in Spartanburg, 45 downtown Greenville. Good morning in Anderson. You've been one of the warmest spots all morning long at 50 degrees. It's 35 currently in Pickens, 43 in Hendersonville, and 47 in Asheville. A gorgeous day on the way. Temperatures warming up mid-60s by midday with some high-level clouds streaming on through. It'll be a light and variable wind through the upstate and through northeast Georgia. And for the mountains, starting off in the 30s and 40s this morning, warming up mid-50s by midday. And once again, some high-level clouds streaming on through. A little bit of a breeze out of the northwest at about 5 to 15, some gusts 20 to 25. High temperatures into western North Carolina, generally low to mid-60s this afternoon, into the upper 60s and low 70s for the upstate and through northeast Georgia. Aaron.
Bradford at 6:49, we have Sky 4 back with us taking a look at I-85 at I-385, the gateway, as some people call it there. If you're traveling 85 or 385 through this area, as you can see on your screen, it looks pretty good. That's great news for 6:50, almost 7 o'clock. Not seeing any slowdowns or delays through there, so if you're headed to downtown Greenville or maybe headed up to Spartanburg or headed down to Anderson County or maybe to the state line, no major issues so far. Fantastic as we get closer to the weekend. Travel times look good too. I-240 to Asheville Highway is 11 minutes. I like this one, 85 southbound from Aviation Parkway to Woodruff Road. I like it a little less that it just ticked up to 1 minute to 8 minutes, but still in the green, don't worry. And 385 northbound from Fairview Road past the gateway all the way to downtown Greenville, 13 minutes in the green as well. Meanwhile, the city of Greenville has created a traffic management system that allows engineers to make on-the-fly decisions to help make things smoother for drivers during peak times.
City staff say they can monitor more than 200 traffic signals with about 60 cameras. With that data, they can adjust the timing of lights immediately.
Traffic operations engineers say the goal there is not to eliminate traffic, but to help it flow easier while the city continues to grow. Meanwhile, several projects are underway to improve the daily lives of people who live, work, and play in the city of Greenville. It falls under the scope of Neighborhood Infrastructure Bonds, or NIB. The special funds were first approved in 2022 by City Council, and those are designed to invest money in underserved communities. To date, the city's used millions of dollars to improve mobility, safety, and connection in those neighborhoods. And in Anderson County, Bimarco Structures has announced it's relocating to Williamston and will create 225 new full-time jobs. That company manufactures modular buildings, and they're known for their work on projects, including the popular Bell Harbor Shops pop-up.
The company will move to a facility on Long Road in Williamston. Since launching in 2014, Bimarco Structures has built more than 500,000 square feet of steel modular, wood modular, and shipping container structures. Greenville Open Studios is in its 24th year and is continuing to grow.
And it's gone from 48 artists in 2002 to 160 artists.
Our Isabel Mark is joining us live from the Metropolitan Arts Council office. And Isabel, the council says this is open to anyone and everyone, right?
Hey, Aaron and Destiny, good morning. Yes, it is right. It's welcome to anyone who wants to come out and check out these artists. It features a lot of artists here from the upstate, and it's kind of a choose your own adventure. One way that you can find out kind of where you want to go this weekend, you can stop by the Metropolitan Arts Council offices, take a look at these photos and the artists under them and take note, or you can grab one of these catalogs and flip through it, and that will also list, exactly where you need to go and who is involved as well.
You don't need to buy anything. We obviously love you to, but it's really just coming, establishing some relationships and visually seeing the artwork in the studio space and just having a good time of it.
Well, you'll get to meet Douglas Piper coming up at noon. We have that full story. But for now, reporting live in Greenville, Isabel Marek, WYFF News 4.
Isabel, thank you. Following last year's completely sold-out run, Tony and Grammy award-winning artist Leslie Odom Jr. returns for his 2025 Christmas tour at the Peace Center on November 30th at 7 p.m. This festive concert features beloved holiday classics, heartfelt originals from his acclaimed Christmas albums, and special performances of songs from the Broadway show Hamilton. Limited tickets are on sale right now at peacecenter.org.
Rodgers and Hammerstein's The Sound of Music is back at the Peace Center. It features a young nun who brings her light, love, and music to the Von Trapp family. You can see The Sound of Music at the Peace Center in downtown Greenville now through Sunday night, and those tickets are still available on peacecenter.com.